Alright, hello, good evening to all of you out there, especially those who don't know me, if this reaches you. I just been watching the news and I ain't lying. Me, I'm a father, but I ain't gonna lie, and I ain't proud to admit it. I'm not a great father. But you know what? In watching the news today, this afternoon, all I can say is, you know what, for the government, listen up. What you need to do is drop that band and the red line with congestion charges. Bring down the charges and how much it costs to travel. Bring back down to that normal average worthy amount to pay to travel for all, in a sense of, like, if you trap people in a cage, they only got the space within the cage to basically move. At the end of the day, the younger ones are growing up with a lot more technology today in this world. But you see why most fathers may not be able to actually reach or spend time with the mothers, with the children, especially if things ain't so good, is you got too much boundaries. In a sense, on a high road I can understand, you know what, you can't park your vehicle, but on a road where, you know what, you have people, families living, and there ain't no shops, there ain't no business to be run, because if there is any businesses to be run, you're going to want to charge more taxes than already how much you are charging. I was born in 1997, I'm sorry, 1970, yeah, 47, going to be 48 near the end of the year. And I tell you something, believe me, from the 70s, I came into this world when things changed, yeah, opened up. You know, there is racism, but I tell you something, maybe I'm lucky, knock wood, knock the wood, yeah, right, knock it. But you know what? Only two people ever turned around and called me a nigger. And I ain't gonna lie, my reactions was, you know what, I was terrible. I reacted. Like an elastic band, if you pull it, it flicks. I don't know the energy that lets out. But you see what, if that's me, then today we've got a lot more better technology. We are limited though with the accesses on how we can maneuver. The young ones like to learn. They are hungry. They're like a sponge. Their brain is like a sponge. And the day, the more you give them, is the more they want to take in. Because if that's how I was. I tell you straight, that's how I was. And then they only injuries and problems cause me not to. But it's not about me. This is about y'all. Yeah, you need to let the government know that, you know what, I need to be able to see my child, my children, my daughter, my nephew, my nieces, my family, my mother, everyone who lives on a road that is not a road where you have business. In the day, when I first passed my test in 1987, yeah, no, 1988, sorry. Yeah, the laws, the ways on how the world was driving up until the 90s, up until the millennium, whoa, was different. But you know what? It worked. It worked. You know what? I traveled all over London. Well, a lot of places that, you know what, I wasn't feeling trapped. I can afford it. Now I've got better equipment, but somehow yet it's harder to do it. Why? And yet I can't even go and spend more time or relax when I go see my family or my child, baby mother, because I'm always thinking about someone going to come give me a ticket. I pay taxes, I pay MOT, and I pay insurance, and I pay for petrol, and I pay everything that needs to be on that vehicle. Don't turn me into a criminal because I ain't paying no fines for parking. We're paying more than the average, yeah, for petrol, oil, let alone the fact you got to pay for tax and MOT to make sure your vehicle is real road worthy. Any changes like unleaded fuel and diesel, boy, listen, you MPs allowed companies to bring those vehicles in and be made. And like, you know what? It weren't supposed to be for only 10 or 15 or 20 years. It was supposed to be like a lifetime because people have to guarantee their product in order for it to be sold. Why so many companies and petrol stations are closing down? Listen, y'all, open them up and bring it back down. The amount of people that will pay the right money if you give them the opportunity to be able to move, maneuver, live. You got cameras up there, you know, we're only out there to make money. Stop that shit. That ain't funny. They're supposed to be there to people to actually be watching it to see or what's going on. So you don't have to be there watching them all the time in front of them. You got it there on camera, national CCTV. Come on, y'all. This is Bobcat, known as James Bob, born 1970, sorry. I don't even know why I'm dropping that, but at the end of the day, you know what? It's embarrassing to see what's going on and to see the kids them shouting in a way that they're not shouting, they're talking. But you know what it is? How could you like bring anybody else into the world in the sense of how they're feeling the fear of going out now? Come on, youth centres, that's what we used to have. Facilities. Man, I went for driving lessons when I was in a youth centre and pay £1 a lesson. Because you know what, they knew where I was, they knew who I was, I had a member for the year. I was like, you know what, after school, trust me, I got on with people from different schools out of the borough, better sometimes than I did my next door neighbour. And boy, you know what, well, my next door neighbour definitely overrides that now. But come on, that was how it was for me when I was younger. I had a mental health problem and it knocked me off the path. I have a metal plate in my arm because you know what, that shit, nah, that ain't funny. I can't laugh. But you know what? I tripped up. I made a mistake. But who's the one that's mental? Me or the way the things have changed now today? Because when I was born and the things what I had to do, boy, I got this far. And many of those who I know, yeah, definitely reached further. But you know what? We allowed the government to do wrong. Now, I ain't gonna lie. The moral of this story is I will vote for Labour in regards of Jeremy Corbyn. Because when it came to Ilya, with those young women who had children and couldn't afford it because things didn't work out, whatnot, or even for the families, you know what, there was a benefit, you know what, like people were working hard, paying a charity or paying taxes, but that money was going to a good cause. Come on, I will vote Labour, but I want to see a flipping change. I ain't fucking lying. You know what I mean? The hate can be used to generate greater things. Just let it be. Come on.